Fours last year. So now the real benefit of returning that experience is that I think the players have a much better idea of what we're doing, offense, defense, special teams. The tempo of practice has been great, and I really like the way our football team is working right now.
You know, with the way the season ended last year, you know, how much has that changed the attitude for next fall?
Well, I think anytime you win your last game, that's always a positive. But you know, we look at the season as a whole, and there's a number of things that we need to improve on, and the players know that, and we've been addressing those things since they got back here in January. And spring is a time that you really get to show, you know, have they embraced it? Are they improving on the things that you need to get better? Because there's a very fine line in this league of being a 5-win team and an 8-win team, and we want to be on the other side of that line next year.
Obviously, you know, everyone has their eyeballs always on the quarterback. Matt, you know, how different is he, you know, kind of, you know, taking everything in, I guess I want to say, at this time versus previous springs?
Well, I mean, 2 years ago it was his first spring, and, you know, Tyler Sheen had graduated, and we were breaking him in with a new O-line and new receivers, and, you know, kind of almost expectedly, he struggled a little bit that first year, but I thought he took a significant jump last year. You know, his touchdown to interception ratio basically got flipped. He threw for over 3,000 yards, but we still turned the ball over too often. And now, you know, I've seen another significant jump, Matt, from last spring to this spring. I mean, he is now 215 pounds. He's carrying the weight well. He looks more athletic. He looks stronger. So far in camp and spring ball, he's taken care of the football better. And again, I think he's going to be a very, very good quarterback for us next year.
Anthon out for a couple months here. Sounds like he's doing well. Matt said he went and saw him in the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, he's out. He was in the training room today, and it's just one of those things that happens. When you play football, guys will get banged up, and he fractured his wrist. But, you know, fortunately, it's not like it's an ACL with a knee. That's something that we expect a full recovery in 2 months, and he should not miss any of the summer conditioning program.
So you're not really concerned when it comes to the running backs and that sort of thing?
Well, it is one position that we have a lot of good depth. Unfortunately, we don't have it in the spring, but you know, we have Anton back. Jamel Martin is back, and he played a lot last year. John Pettigrew finished up the year strong. Jordan Hopgood has missed the spring, but he'll be back. And we expect Andre Givens to be out here in the fall as well. So that is a position of depth, and we have a lot of competition there. And you know, our biggest concern now is just getting through the rest of the spring.
Is there any notable performance on offense that you've seen so far this spring?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a number. You know, first of all, I think Sean Joplin has really raised his game up. I think he's ready to take a leading role in our offense, and he's played well. Jerron Stokes, transfer from Michigan, who had to sit out last year, has really looked good. Heath Jackson from Ada is having the best spring that he's ever had, and he's put together probably his last 5 practices are as well as he's played. And then Hervé Kobe, you know, a redshirt freshman, has looked really good as well. So, you know, the one position that we graduated people was wide receiver, and yet 4 or 5 guys are really stepping up there. You know, on the offensive line, Fawn Cooper, who we redshirted a year ago, has picked things up pretty quickly, and he's doing a nice job. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I think there's a number of guys like Zach Colvin has stepped up. Jarris Campbell's playing extremely well. Getting DJ Lynch and Gabe Martin back and getting them more reps has been helpful. Brian Sutton has had a really good spring for us. So there's a lot of those guys that either redshirted last year or maybe played on special teams that now they're learning everything for the second time, and they're just playing a lot faster and a lot more confidently.
I know the next game is always the most important game. I know the MAC football schedule comes out today. Do you look forward to that at all? I mean, you know, in the course of, you know, the day-to-day, you know, work that you have to do? You
know, I think that one of the things of being a football coach is, you worry about the next practice. You know, you're just so focused on what's next that, you know, we always have felt that if we take care of our business and we make ourselves the best team we can be, then who we play, you know, there is a schedule, but right now we're focused on Bowling Green. So the schedule is the schedule. I don't put it together. I have no influence on what the MAC office decides. So, you know, we'll play 12 games next year, and we'll have 8 MAC games, but right now we're focused on making Bowling Green better.
speaking of the schedule again, you're out there gator chomping your kickers and getting ready for Florida. You know, it seems like that is something that's kind of on your mind, and to get them ready for obviously the atmosphere.
I mean, that's real. That's our first game, and we're going to play in front of 90,000 plus fans. That they're not going to be wearing Bowling Green orange, and that's an environment that we've got to get our guys ready for, and it's hard. So anytime in practice that we can create a pressure situation that we hope will translate to the season, we try to do that.
That's good.